This is the National Pro Cup Championship, crown jewel of late model competition as we enter the penultimate race of the 2014 season, the Mega Moon Cola 100K at the Diablo Hills Motor Speedway in El Dorado, California, a 3-mile road course in El Dorado County with a lot of elevation changes. So it should certainly pose a great challenge for these drivers today. Pepsi Max, proud sponsor of the Pole Award, given to the fastest qualifier at each National Pro Cup Championship event. And on the pole for today's race is the number 28 of John Quackenbush, as he looks to stake his claim on the NPCC Championship, and is off to a good start here today, getting the pole and getting the extra bonus point that goes along with it. So gaining a little bit of ground on Chuck Johnson, who isn't starting that much farther behind. On board with the 66 and 8 Patrick, and you can see just how winding this course is as they go up what they call the climb here at Diablo Hills. Very rugged road course here today. Chuck Johnson is currently running in the 6th position. One of the 4 championships will be decided here today, and Chuck Johnson is involved in this one, along with the 28 of John Quackenbush. They're the only 2 drivers, in fact, in contention for the Ultimatum Cup, given to the best road course driver of the year. Chuck Johnson came into today's race 22 points behind this man, John Quackenbush, in the Ultimatum Cup standings as they go over the jump. See that car get a little bit of air. Quackenbush also trying to cut into that 53-point gap that separates himself from Chuck Johnson, and doing a pretty good job right now as he leads his teammate in a 1-2 run here so far at Diablo Hills. Star Banner gets into the side of the 04 Betty Cox a little bit, causing her to spin, going up the right-hander. She's going for 4 consecutive victories, but that's not looking too good right now. Bit of a scare heading into turn 9 for Vinny LaBouffe as he gets up onto the curb, well, the hill actually, side of the hill right there in turn 9, and nearly loses it, but keeps it under control. And he's actually inside the top 10 at the moment. More problems at turns 8 and 9 as Zach Gott runs wide in turn 8. Does get a little bit of air in turn 9 and smashes into the wall from the 2nd position. He would have to bring that car to pit road for repairs and would continue on, but would be several laps down. Eric Drakerider would run into problems in that same turn 8, as befell Zach Gott, but he would be able to continue on and does not stop for any repairs. And your points leader, Chuck Johnson, is in trouble in that same turn and smashes into the guardrail. He would lose several laps up for repairs. The 08 of Ray Takita smashes into the back of the 02. Coming into turn 10 as the 02 got loose and swerved back up into her, she would have to pit for repairs to that car. Later on, the 02 gets into the 99, or rather the 99 gets into her, heading into the left-hander uphill, and they both hit the outside guardrail. Parker Witten would have to pit to change a flat tire. 78 of Alexis Farr, currently running in the 3rd position, but is under attack from Eric Drakerider, who gets a run on the outside of turn 9. What a move there, despite all the damage to that one car, and he moves into the 3rd position. Chuck Johnson back on the track but several laps down, runs wide in turn 9 and gets into the 02. The 02 comes back into him, gets him a little bit loose, but he's able to keep it under control. But the 02 loses it, coming down, and Aubrey Wood smashes into the back of the 02 car. Aubrey Wood with absolutely nowhere to go, and that would take both the 02 of Jennifer Duke and the 13 of Aubrey Wood out of the race. Later on, the 78 of Alexis Farr battling with Valerie Forge for position, and they get together in turn 9, and they both smash into the wall, and that's going to take both of them out of the race. And the 24 Valerie Forge seemed to express her displeasure for that right there. Oh, and hard into the wall they go, and after that, Valerie Forge says, I didn't really appreciate that, and nudges the 78 out of the way, which earned the 24 a trip to the hauler. Scariest incident of the day occurred right here once again at turn 8 as the 08 gets into the 66, and into the guardrail they went, and the 08 goes for several tumbles. And as you see, the 08 got loose heading into turn 8 and up into the 66 of Nate Patrick, who smashed the wall hard, but he was able to continue on. But very scary incident here. Yeah, the 08 just came right up into him. Takita was able to climb out under her own power, but her race was over, and thankfully she's all right after that. The battle for 2nd heats up as Eric Drakerider has a run on the 56 of Shawn Johnson as they come down to the final turn, turn 10. This one car has been exceptionally fast despite all the damage on the left side of that one car, and he is able to complete the pass on the 56 to take over the second position. In the closing moments of the race, he was much faster than Quackenbush, but by then it was too little too late as Quackenbush leads every lap from the pole and takes his third victory of the season here at Diablo Hills. And what a better time for him as Chuck Johnson would come home in 12th, 2 laps down. Eric Drake Ryder comes home in second. Shawn Johnson and Sean Sanchez, the Mike Howard Racing teammates, coming home in third and fourth. Nate Patrick in fifth. Parker Witten in sixth. Vinny LaBooth, one of his better runs of the season, at seventh. Star Banner's drive for 4 comes to an end, finishing in 8th. Joshua Michaels with another top 10, and Roy Warren finishes in 10th. And your 2014 NPCC Ultimatum Cup champion is, of course, the number 28 of John Quackenbush. He came into the race leading Chuck Johnson by 22 points, and by leading every single lap from the pole, he pretty much ensured that he would earn his first stock car championship. Chuck Johnson finishes second, 63 points back. Star Banner finishes in third. Nice run for her. Shawn Johnson, Valerie Forge, Nate Patrick, Eric Drake Ryder. Kind of expected him to be more of a threat. Zach Gott, Parker Witten, and Sean Sanchez round out the top 10. And as we head into the final race of the season, 5 drivers mathematically have a shot at the NPCC Championship, because the most you can gain or lose in a double points event, 110 points. And John Quackenbush, who was once 113 points back, is now just 12 markers back of Johnson, heading into the final race of the season. And it's the final prestigious event of the season as well, the Mountain Dew California 300 at the Irwindale Speedway. Thank you for joining us today. I'm color commentator John Leindyke, and we'll see you next time for the season finale.